Hey, welcome back to Undefined Therapy. Today we're going to be looking at the diagnostic criteria for major depressive disorder. These are the symptoms that you need to meet in order for you to be diagnosed by a licensed mental health professional. So if you're curious about the actual, not those fluff, not those he say, she say type of symptoms, the actual diagnostic criteria for major depressive disorder, then keep on watching. So for these type of videos, I do like for both of us to look at the text together and just go through. I try to add a bit of examples so that you can be aware, so that I can be aware, so that we can all be aware of the symptoms that we're going to be looking at. Hopefully this helps you so that you can better understand what may be going on with you to rule out depression or to go meet with a licensed mental health professional. So let's swing on over there to the DSM-5 right now.
So here we are looking at the major depressive disorder. This falls under the depressive disorders in the DSM-5. So we're going to look at the diagnostic criteria right now. So 5 or more of the following symptoms have been present during the same 2-week period and represent a change from previous functioning. At least one of the symptoms is either depressed mood or loss of interest or pleasure. So now we're going to jump on into the symptoms that come along with major depressive disorder that someone needs to have 5 or more of the following. Number 1, depressed mood most of the day, nearly every day, as indicated by either subjective report. So this is when you're asking them, how are you feeling? What's going on? They can report or let you know, feel sad, empty, hopeless, or this can also be observed by others. So I want to note that in children and adolescents, it can be marked by irritable moods. So they may not say, I'm feeling sad or hopeless. They just may be very irritable. Number 2, marked diminished interest or pleasure in all or almost all activities. So if someone enjoyed cooking or sports or hanging out with friends and they just suddenly change during a 2-week period, then that's what they mean by diminished interest or pleasure. Number 3, significant weight loss when not dieting or weight gain. For example, a change of more than 5% body weight in a month. So when someone is feeling hopeless or not feeling very up to par, then they can have their appetite change where they withhold from eating because they don't really have an appetite, or they can emotionally eat where they increase their appetite. And this could affect their weight gain for them to have weight loss or weight gain. Number 4, insomnia or hypersomnia nearly every day. So they're either oversleeping or not sleeping at all. Number 5, psychomotor agitation or retardation nearly every day, observed by others, not merely subjective feelings. So I don't really like that word retardation, but they used it here. So for psychomotor agitation, this is either restlessness, maybe they're always shaking their legs, shaking their hands, and just having struggles, just feeling still. Number 6, fatigue or loss of energy nearly every day. Number 7, feeling of worthlessness or excessive or inappropriate guilt, which may be delusional nearly every day. So if someone is discussing that they feel tired or that they don't feel worthy or I don't feel beautiful, or they're feeling guilty about things that they shouldn't feel guilty, such as not being able to help a friend because they were struggling by being in the bed. So that's an inappropriate way of feeling guilty. Number 8, diminished ability to think or concentrate or indecisiveness nearly every day. So this is someone who struggles to focus, struggles to concentrate. If they're trying to get work done, they really can't do it because they're struggling. Or if they need to make a decision, they have troubles making the decision where they need to ask people, or they just don't make the decision at all. And number 9, recurrent thoughts of death, not just fear of dying, but recurrent suicidal ideation without a specific plan or a suicidal attempt or a specific plan for committing suicide. So this one's kind of self-explanatory, but someone is having recurrent thoughts of ending their life because of the hopelessness, because of the sadness, because they don't feel as though they'll overcome this depressiveness. It's also important to note that the symptoms cause clinical significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. So them feeling sad, loss of appetite, feeling worthlessness, fatigue, it is impacting their ability to function socially with their friends. Also, if they have a job, that they're unable to get to their job because of all the symptoms that they're having. And C, the episode that they're having is not better explained by another medical condition or disorder. So it's important to note that out of these 9 symptoms, someone does need to meet 5 of them in order to be diagnosed with major depressive disorder. I also like to include this with some diagnosis, it does come with specifiers. So with major depressive disorder, someone can have it with anxious distress, mixed features, mood congruent psychotic features. So there are other things that can be congruent and paired with the major depressive disorder to better explain all of the symptoms that someone is having at that current time of that episode.
So that was the criteria for major depressive disorder. If you like seeing these diagnostic videos to go through the criteria, then go ahead and give me the like button. Don't forget to subscribe here at Undefined Therapy, where I make mental health videos to help you create your own path toward healthiness, and I'll see you next time.